and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Simple Stories Saturday, a hop where we use our simple stories. And so I have this Simple Stories, The Simple Life, and I figured that I would use it to document this picture of my family, and an odd family we are. I have lots of embellishments, so I really would like to get some things used and on this layout. I'm not combining this with anything because the other hop that I did for today was a special hop and had some pretty specific things. And so I wanted to do what I wanted to do with that. So I decided I would do something completely different for Simple Stories. I have this whole sheet of tags. I'd love to use a bunch of them. I was inspired by my Iron Crafters challenge to use tags, so I'm trying to use up some more. So I got my papers, lots of embellishments, a bit of an idea, my picture of my family. So let's see how this goes. So I cut all of these tags up, and I'm not going to say I use all of them, but I use quite a bit of the tags. And my plan originally was to use all of my little scraps too, but I don't, and that's fine. I use a little bit of a scrap, but for the most part, I use 2 papers for my 6x8 paper pad. This one right here says Our Life, Our Home, Our Story. And then I trim it down by about a 1/2 inch on either the top, and then kind of split it on the sides because I didn't want the house to be completely. If I took a whole 1/2 inch off one side, the house would have been kind of off to the side too much. So I took about 1/4 inch off both sides, and then a 1/2 inch off the top. So then I matted on this wood grain paper, and I took my Tim Holtz Distress tool to the outside paper to give it a little bit of oomph and some dimension. So I have matted my picture on a 6x8 paper and trimmed it down. And now I am trying to find the tags that I would like to use. Now, I don't mind cutting things off, like if I don't need the wordy bits, but if it was a tag I thought I could use the wordy bits for in the future, I kind of wanted to keep that if I couldn't display it on here. So I've got some on here like Collect Memories, Not Things, Love, and Hello that are fine, and they're on the tags down there. I did overlap quite a bit, and that one that says Love is pretty, heavily overlapped, which I'm fine with. I wanted them to all fit. And then I just trim off the bottom. I could have used that bottom one that's 4 over from the left as a journaling space, but I'm actually going to bring in another space for journaling. I could add something there if I thought of anything else to add, because it is perfect for that, but at this point, I do not. So then I'm going to put tags over here. Now, not all of these are actually tags. Actually, none of them are actually the tag ends, like the top part of a tag. I just cut them as one. I hold them up to one of the completed tags and just cut the diagonal so they look like tags. And then I'm going to put a enamel dot there to make it look like a tag. That way I'm not wasting the ends of what I just cut off of the ones on the bottom. And then I take 2 new tags and put them up at the top, but I do it to where I believe one of them I can still use the other side, and the other one's got journaling space on it, so that's fine too, which is what this one is right here. So I just cut it to where it looks like a tag, and I'm going to put it right under my picture and use this as my journaling space. And I think that it fit perfectly there because I'm going to end up covering the majority of that black space. You're not going to see a ton of that black background paper, pretty much what you see now. And then I'm going to use these florals right here from the collection to not take away from the color or the picture, but just to add a little oomph here. It makes me laugh to say this. I don't use florals a lot, although I say that all the time, which means I'm using florals because I wouldn't say that if I wasn't. So I think the last time I said that, one of my friends responded and then said something about welcome to the world of flowers. I mean, y'all, I think that I don't use flowers, but really they're a good filler. And you could put them on pretty much any layout. I mean, even like, typically boyish layouts can take a daggone flower. There are more boys in this picture than girls, including the fact that one of the girls is holding a boy in her belly. So honestly, there's 3 visuals of boys in this picture and 2 girls, but my daughter is pregnant, and at the time, I'm trying to remember, I don't think we knew she was having a boy at that moment. But anyway, so as I digress, I just fill this space with a bunch of these florals, and they're bigger ones, like really large clusters. And I thought, you know what, this is the perfect time to use these. So I'm going to just add them up. And like the bottom of that picture is not what I cover, is just like my phone, I think, or something sitting there. And that's fine. Part of my cup. No big deal. So, of course, my son is the one in red who's not paying any darn attention because he insists on not looking. And then on the other side of the table is my daughter and her boyfriend. And then on the far end of the table is my ex-husband. This is why I say we are a very unique family, because this is just a random day. I had invited my daughter and her boyfriend over for dinner because we want to make tacos, and I make a homemade guacamole that everyone loves. And so I told them I would make guacamole, and then I just decided last minute that I was going to see if their dad wanted to come over and have dinner. He lives in the same apartment complex as me and my son, and so I just asked if he wanted to come over and have tacos, and of course he loves guacamole too, and then we sat around and played games. And that's why I kind of wanted to make this all about home and our life, and this is our story, because we are a very unique family, because we had an extremely amicable divorce. We've not fought once. It's been over 2 years since we decided to do that, and still haven't fought. And my son can walk over across the parking lot to his apartment to see him and our dog, and it's just extremely healthy. And like I said, I invite him over randomly, or my son will go over to his house or whatever, and it is definitely unique and different, but it's perfect for us. And so I just kind of journal about how they came over and we had tacos and guacamole and all that good jam. And I put things on here like "this matters most," which it does, and then little wordy bits that say "our story," and "family is everything," because they are. And then I just added some little extra embellishments here, and I did put an enamel dot or one of these flat back brads over every tag hole, even the ones that aren't really there, but I made them look like tags, because I don't do naked tag holes if I can help it. But anyway, that is it. I had a lot of fun using up some tags. It took me about 30 minutes to get this layout together, and part of that was me hawing about trying to figure out the logistics to getting as many tags on here as I could. I hope you'll go check out everybody who is hopping along with Simple Stories Saturday. Their information will be listed below. And I hope that you all will give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. Hope you have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.